Hello folks, welcome back to Jim's Raised Bed Garden. Apologies for the delay since my last video. Some of you may know through my Instagram I've not been very well. I suffer from arthritis, inflammatory arthritis, and since my holidays back in October it's really knocked me for six. So even as I speak, I'm waiting for a hospital appointment come Thursday 26th in the hope I can get sorted out and get back on my medication. But I thought I'd better record a video very, very slowly as it happens, but at least I can show you how far behind I'm at. I watched a few videos obviously on YouTube and people are saying you're never behind, you always catch up slowly, and that's what I intend to do. So I'll try and show you around the garden. I managed to get a couple of things planted out. My garlic from the garlic farm, which seems a bit success, and a third of my overwintering onions, but I'll show you that as we go. Let's go and have a look. Right folks, let's start off with my overwintering onions, the Senshui, and I've just taken off a bit of fleece. I planted these out by the 4th of December, they're on my last video, and I covered it with a fleece because a few frosts were floating around. And I know they're alright with a small frost, but I didn't want to take any chances. But I think I'm pleased with all of them, they've come up quite canny. I think this surprisingly we've had loads of rain, but I think I don't know whether I should water them. It's a bit dry, looks a bit dry, but not to worry. I'll think about that. And see up above there, one of my horrors. That's me. Obviously the grass is not being cut, too wet, so I'm desperate to get my grass cut. But that's my potato bed, and I grew a few things in there: beetroot, lettuce. They've not come to nothing, but obviously I need to get that bed cleared out. And if I just look around there, well, dear me, another bed of horrors. That needs clearing out. I need to sort my pea frame out, which is on the left hand side, and get the netting off and just get in amongst that. I've got one cabbage in there, but it's obviously not come to nothing. I don't know if you can see it in there. No, never mind. But we'll have a look at the Brussels shortly. And me Brussels, I love me Brussels. I was gutted last year when they failed miserably. So I grew these. I think they were an F1, but they're very, very small. So I think later in another video I'll try and pick them and see if they're worth keeping. I don't think they are, to be fair. But yeah, lovely Brussels sprouts. What might have been. I've changed for this year. I've got another F1. Can't remember the name offhand, but I'll do that in another video. And I'm not going to put two in a pot. I'm going to move them into this bed here, my potato bed. But I'll go through all my plans later on. But this is desperate for a tidy up. And all my pots, they need sorting out. That's my onion bed, just in front of my compost. And my onion bed it just needs a little tidying up. Now that was going to be my overwintering onions. I've got two other types, electric and snowball. I think it's far too late. I haven't got my finger out and got around to it. What I've got, I'll show you later on when I go back in the garage. I've got the 2 bags, and I might go through them and see if I can find a few that are not soft. I think that's right, isn't it? Can't put the soft ones in, bigger ones as possible. So I might get a few, and the rest of that bed I'm going to grow some onions from seed, Bedfordshire Champion. But that bed's not too far away. I'm quite happy with that one. This is my compost bin. So it looks alright. Too much greenery in there for me. But I haven't been able to turn it over. I just haven't had the strength. Without keep going on about it. It's not my knees, it's my feet, and it's not my feet, it's my fingers. But I really need to get one of my nephews, big strapping lads, and come down and get that turned over for us. I'm going to need it, that's for sure. Just if I turn around there and get a bit closer, it's my garlic. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And I think really it needs a little bit more fertiliser. I use the fertiliser from the garlic farm. And I think nearly everything's come up there. And 2 at the front. It's my elephant garlic. First time I've grown that. So I'm really pleased. Really pleased with the garlic. Sorry about that. Gone the wrong way. Still gone the wrong way. Can't get good help, can you? Yeah, so the garlic's good. My senchui's good. But I think everything else is really struggling. Nearly went over there, apologies. And that's my strawberries. Now, I've got a lot of weeds at the bottom. I'm going to try and get rid of the dead leaves. And I've got a couple of new runners in there. They've gone down towards the bottom to fill it up. So if I get rid of the weeds, then we might have a better chance of seeing what's what. Quickly, last but not least, I don't know if you can see that. Showing the houses off there. Well, that's my apple tree. And that really needs a prune. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach half of that. Again, that might need me nephews to come down and help us out. I chopped it once last year. I think it was last year, yeah. I chopped it, it's just gone crazy. But that needs looking at. And at the bottom there you can see where I did my grafting. So I think this will be the second year. So I see that apparently it can take up to 8 years for the grafting to work. So I'm not holding my breath for any oops. Listen that up, sorry. Not holding out much hope for the apples. Right, I think that's about it. Back to the garage and I'll show you where I've messed up again. On the way back to the garage, I'll just show you this is where I'm going to have a new polytunnel. So these will have to go. That's my blueberries, which is absolutely, obviously need trimming. I'll get that done and I'm going to do a video on my blueberries, so I'll not spoil it. I'll be asking advice. And those other 2 at the back, I'm going to use them for maybe onions, I don't know, we'll see. And these 30-litre pots are all going to be going for my potatoes. And I'll explain that in another video too. Let's get to the garage. Right folks, finally, this is the big mistake. Had a lovely time on holiday. As you might have watched my video about the Isle of Wight and the garlic farm. Got some lovely bulbs, some nice alliums, crocus, more crocus, snowball, and electric me overwintering onions. So I was quite pleased. Thought, oh lovely, nice collection. Of course I haven't been able to get them out. I know I've been told by others on YouTube that not to worry about the bulbs will come eventually. I just need to get fit enough so I can get them planted out, hopefully next year. And like I said earlier on, I'm going to try and see what I can save from my snowball and electric overwintering onions. So that's all from me folks. Thanks very much for all your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. It's coming up for a year for me. Can't believe it. End of February, 1 year. And 102 subscriptions, which is wonderful for me. And like I say, I just want to thank you all. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. Arthritis permitting. Cheers for now. See you folks.